Yeah, because like like the only reason I was asking that question because I feel like it obviously makes sense for like the snowman for like different ra- for different ranking enemies in the snowmads to be the different Arctic animals, you know? Because
Yeah.
I know one of the one of the major bosses is a polar bear.
Yep. Also, this
It also
is
makes sense for the theme of the snowman.
Yeah.
one that like the difficulty really ramps up in this world because a lot of the levels here are like really brutal. And it's the water world, so.
Well, at least the swimming controls are pretty good.
Oh, I have to shout out this theme. Like this, I forget what it's called, but like this might be better than Aquatic Ambience for me. Like this underwater theme is so good.
Watching, anyway.
Yeah.
I guess it's the part where I mentioned I'm not like. I like David Wise's compositions from the early games, so I guess I'm not in love with them like some other people are.
They have. I don't know. David Wise's compositions just give the country games like this feel. Like there's something special about just the compositions.
They're distinct, but they're just, I guess they're not what I generally look for in platformer music, if that has a specific sound.
Yeah. It's definitely, like, more atmospheric than, like, most platformers.
So I got the same, and I'm not calling it an issue, but I got the same general view on, like, Spyro's music.
I definitely
yeah.
agree more with Spyro. Like, I like, some of the music a lot, mainly in 3, but a lot of Spyro's music kind of comes in one ear and goes out the other. Like,
Yeah.
There's some tracks I really like. The Artisan's Homeworld and a good like half the tracks in Spyro 3 like are like really good, but most of it is just kind of there. I know that sounds really mean, but you know.
Do not besmirch the name of Stuart Copeland, Harry.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying any of the music's bad for the record.
Man, if those enemies were in DKC 1, 2, or 3, they would be so much uglier.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Do you guys prefer?
Stylized.
Yeah,
Sorry, go on.
well, I was just gonna like follow that up with like, do you guys prefer like the modern DK style or like the CG like photorealism, I guess, of the original trilogy?
Depends on the SNES game. I can't believe I said that. Depends on the Super NES game in question.
Harry, you're about to drown.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I forgot it was a drowning meter.
I was not paying attention.
I like the way I went back to the level.
Honestly, I probably would prefer the art direction of like Retro's games and I guess DK64 as well.
Yeah, I think.
Less,
Oh, good.
just a little. Gone.
I know. I was gonna say I would generally agree with that, but I think there's definitely like a unique feeling that the SNES trilogy has. Like it's kind of the photorealism is like kind of uncanny. Like just the way it, something about it is just kind of unsettling.
I mean, I don't entirely disagree, but it has its charms. Remember when I was going on about liminal spaces during the Galaxy 2 playthrough?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the promotional renders of the Rare games kind of evoke that.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely, the Donkey Kong Country Trilogy definitely evokes that early, or I guess rather mid-90s, direct-to VHS CG feature look.
Yeah. It's like I know one of the first trailers. Where's Bubbles?
There.
One of the first trailers for DKC 1 was like showing all like the models on like what should we call it? Like when you put like a model on like a spinning platform thing. It's like, oh look how.
So you guys showcase like the wireframes and whatnot.
Yeah, like showcase like how technologically advanced our game is and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which I mean, like,
Yeah, I'm thinking of
Yeah, it was like that was like one of the biggest things for the country games. Like, look how fancy this is, and like this is only played on the Super Nintendo. Take that, Sega.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, what was I gonna say? I do generally generally do like how the Rare games look. I just probably prefer the retro games aesthetic on average. If only because they're more like visually consistent with themselves.
Yeah, I feel like these games are more what I expect DK's World to look like. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Also a high aquatic ambience.
Yeah, I do like how the first underwater theme, I think it's like Funky Waters or something like that. Like that is like for the like shallow waters, I guess, and then aquatic ambience is when you're really deep under the ocean.
Mhm.
What was I gonna say? Like, I guess the Rare games do a slightly better job selling the whole idea of you're in a quote unquote real jungle, but
Yeah.
I
guess
I don't know. These games still look gorgeous, and they look more visually cohesive. As in, I can imagine this is what, like, this looks like Donkey Kong's jungle specifically.
Yeah.
And also, again, enemy designs are just less ugly, so that's a plus.
Yeah. Actually, no. I'll say it now. I might as well. Since I was gonna bring it up. We were talking about the zingers earlier, and there's a really big missed opportunity in this game where there's a level that's very clearly supposed to be inspired by the B levels from DKC2, but they don't bring back the zingers. It's like that's the most like obvious like thing you could have done, and they just don't do it.
I mean, zingers suck, so that's okay.
I mean, they do.
They do, yeah. But you know, still, it would have been like even if they were like in the background, that would have been a nice reference.
I mean, they have like a weird, unique bee enemy.
Yeah.
They are the only old enemy I really am like itching to see again is Cutlets, even though they're also very annoying.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, wasn't I complaining about that guy a lot in the DKC2 playthrough?
I think you mentioned that hitbox being kind of wonky.
Yeah.
Like, that's a character of an enemy I just enjoy for, like, vibes.
Yeah.
Or flavor, rather.
I do enjoy DKC2's, like, pirate theme in general.
Yeah, okay, I make fun of Rare's enemies design, but no, I actually do like a good deal of them.
Yeah.
Just the ones that are ugly are really ugly.
I think it goes back to the whole, like, uncanny CG look.
Some of that, and some of that just being Rare's art design at the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, when you look at the actual render sheets and all that, oh boy.
Yeah.
Like the original DK render, it's like his arms are like what?
He doesn't have fur, he has sleeves on, basically.
Yeah.
I actually think, like, DKC 2 and 3's renders actually still kind of hold up.
Yeah.
DK64's renders actually still look pretty good by modern standards.
Yeah, like retro. Rare's
Rare.
like yeah, Rare's N64 and Super Nintendo like games. They still like even to this day they still look pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Again,
yeah.
sorry, go on.
Yeah, I was gonna say like especially like stuff like Banjo, especially it just looks like about on par, if not like better than Nintendo's first party output. Like just like visually.
Yeah, because I mean, like you also got to remember the fact that Diddy Kong Racing and like Diddy Kong Racing as well as Mickey Speedway USA, those are N64 racing games that use 3D models. Mario Kart 64 had to use 2D sprites.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it had to. It just came out earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Get the
yeah,
banana.
Like, yeah. Like Chris, get the banana.
Oh, these
But
are
yeah,
cool
like-
bananas.
But oh yeah, I
That
was saying,
was-
yeah, I can also like account it to like more like Rare obviously having more time to know what they were doing with
Yeah.
the system.
Oh yeah, for sure. Is there anything else here?
What was I gonna say? You said it looked better. Harry said that
damn
Banjo. Oh dear. Rare
I
always knew
was
how to
waiting
push
for that.
hardware,
Yeah.
and also both Banjo games, I think, just look significantly better than Mario 64. That's just my opinion, though.
Oh yeah, no, I agree on this, especially
Yeah.
Tui. Like, I think Tui has the benefit of being like one of the last games on the N64. But like, yeah, the Banjo games look really good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Honestly, I think Tui, with like some things polishing some things up, I feel like it could be mistaken as an early GameCube title.
Yeah, I know, because I do know that before, I do know that before Star Fox before Star Fox Adventures was on was moved to a GameCube title, it was initially going to be an N64 game.
Yeah.
For what was technically a late cross-gen port job, and I'm saying that very
Yeah.
loosely, Star Fox Adventures has no right to look as good as it does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Visually, I think. Oh god. No,
And this is why we have Dixie.
no. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to
Well,
commit.
part is he had a level, so.
There's also this. Yeah, we're gonna have to commit die after this mini game or bonus room.
I was gonna say, okay, maybe I'm not giving Mario 64 enough credit because again, early N64 title.
Yeah.
long title.
Yeah,
it's
it was-
long title.
And like, oh, damn it.
Well, time to commit die anyways.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, time to drown. Because I can't.
Just, oh, you can't even go back.
Yeah, yeah.
Gosh, this is kind of torturous for a player.
Sad.
I'd rather just get hit by the urchins than like just watch Donkey Kong drown slowly.
Yeah! Oh god. This is depressing.
Yeah.
Wow.
just literally just playing the waiting game at this point.
Gonna die.
So Donkey Kong's drowning animation involves him.
He vanishes, like he goes to the Shadow Realm.
Like,
Yeah.
he spins like it's a Digimon about to transform and then just disappears.
Yeah. Oh god.
What was I gonna say? Something about Rare renders. Yeah, late 90s video game renders held a special place in my heart and nightmares, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. I was also gonna say like to be fair with how good the Banjo games look. Like yeah, they wouldn't exist without Mario 64. So
Yeah.
okay, go on.
What's that, having a nuanced opinion about games, Harry? What do you think this is?
Right now it's
We don't do that here.
Okay, if we missed we missed 3?
Oh yeah, speaking of
Oh, we were not paying
platformer-
attention.
Okay, I know that one of them is in the secret exit, but I don't know where the other 2 are.
Oh yeah, speaking of platformers from the 5th generation, if Wikipedia is not lying, then as of a few days ago, Crash Bandicoot 3 is 25 years old, so enjoy the gray hairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. It was that infernal Bandicoot. Bandicoot!
Infernal
Good.
Bandicoot!
Enough
That's what was having a
Caddy
good
joke.
I like this. Bandicoot! Okay, maybe not.
Yeah. I love a quivering lip.
Yeah, it's like, what else do I say? Bandicoot!
Bandicoot.
Yeah, the one thing that makes the underwater levels like difficult to fully complete is that they're like very like wide, like it's really easy to like miss things that are just kind of in the wall or something.
Yeah.
To some degree, we mentioned a 3D, like a 3D world style Donkey Kong game. That might actually be a benefit if it just means that the levels aren't a little more dense.
Yeah.
I appreciate Donkey Kong like circling like the tunnel, like it's a penny going down one of those things just to get the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if I had to like pick between the two, like 2D or 3D, I definitely go more towards 3D because as I said before, like it feels like there's more to these worlds if you could just explore like the third dimension. If it was like opened up and you could like use the Z-axis or whatever. If it was, oh hey,
The wall down, bottom right, the wall.
oh, can I just break that? Ah. Yeah, no, I like to see like a world like Tropical, oh god, Tropical Freeze, and like just be like a full 3D space. Like, I don't know, I think it would be neat.
Oh, this is stress-inducing.
I also just want more 3D platformers.
I'd like more 3D fighting games. It's like just Tekken and nothing else now. Among the quote-unquote traditional stuff, we have arena fighters, obviously, but
Yeah.
I need some Dragon Ball Z Budokai and not always Tenkaichi,
How would you?
which I'm also.
Yeah.
What?
Finish your thought first.
I mean, I'm also glad for those who liked Budokai Tenkaichi. I'm glad that's coming back as well, but like, I just need something. I need something with a sidestep that isn't like a full-on arena fighter every once in a while.
Yeah. I was gonna say, how would you guys feel if Smash Bros went the tried doing a 3D fighter? Like, do you think that would be too out there, or?
Yeah, I think
I
that would
don't
be-
know.
Depends
So
on
you
how.
thought Smash Bros. Is.
Yeah.
Depends on how. We have never had a. It would depend on how it was approached and, like, frankly, how much the inevitable roster cuts would be, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want
Smash
Smash 6 to be some the next Smash game to be like freshened up in some way, because I don't see the current style of Smash really going any much beyond what it already is. So I don't know. I don't know if I'd want like full on 3D fighter, but like I think they should do something to make the next game stand out.
Vehicular combat.
It's always vehicular combat with you with these things.
Vehicular
yeah.
manslaughter.
I was gonna say 3D. I was saying something about 3D fighters.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure how you would take a platform fighter and put it into the 3D space like that. Frankly, the fact that we don't have many examples of that is maybe an incentive to do it.
Like maybe I don't know. Like if my
Actually,
perspective at least is that I feel like they are more. I feel like they are more safe to experiment with the next Smash game, because you have with the current style of Smash, you have everyone is here and all there with Ultimate. So like if you're uncomfortable with like a new style for like the next game, like Ultimate will still be there with like everyone in the like original styles.
Yeah.
So I think it's warranted for the next game to do something unique or like something out there. Maybe not as like much as going in like full 3D fire or anything, but
One thing I feel like one thing they definitely could do is, you know, at the very least revamp, at the very least rework the movesets for some of the older for some of like the veteran fighters.
Honestly, I feel like they may as well just revamp almost all the characters at that point. Like just
like revamp all the characters so that way like everyone's play styles kind of reflect their current games rather than all the fighters that have been there since the N64 one just being reflective of that at the time.
Yeah.
All right, then let's see how we can revamp Captain Falcon. Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? Okay, for characters like Captain Falcon, because Captain Falcon's the closest to like an original Smash character at this point.
Some characters can be like left alone more or less, but I think a good majority I'd like to see change because if we're most likely going to get roster cuts, I don't see much of a point unless there's decent reworks, because otherwise I feel like it's just going to feel less than an Ultimate.
Yeah.
Smash fans have rarely known hunger.
Yeah.
We're about to go through the same withdrawal that every other franchise fandom went through after they had a dream match.
Yeah.
When KOF had its first dream match in 1998, they released a new game immediately after.
Yeah, I think
its primary way to differentiate itself, aside from having just fewer characters and having to start a new arc, was, well, what did they do predominantly? They moved from 3-person teams to 4-person teams and introduced a striker system. And obviously they did some other tweaks to the gameplay because SNK was always experimenting, but those were strikers was probably the striker system was probably the most overt change that the layperson could recognize. Dear. So go down because you missed that bonus round.
Right, yeah.
I'm stupid.
So what a Smash game post-Ultimate could do is, well, they could do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I've said this probably multiple times. I guess a build on the striker system idea of have a mode where you can equip assist trophies to be used, summoned a select amount of times, like in Marvel vs. Capcom 1.
That'd be cool.
Really further blur the line between playable character and assist trophy.
Yeah, I've heard ideas like that, where it's characters that get cut from the game could be assist characters instead.
I'm sure that would go over well with people.
Yeah,
nope.
that would definitely piss people off, but that's probably the most realistic way. You're gonna have all those ultimates cast return in some way.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic here.
Yeah, because I definitely feel like if Robin or even Lucina do come back, either one of them would probably have a move where Chrom assists them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because Chrom has hit. Well, Robin has it in the final Smash.
Chrom is both alive and dead perpetually.
I like how that's still Robin's final Smash. You use it against Chrom.
Yeah.
Basically, my reason. That's basically the situation of Chrom is kind of why I'm that's part of the reason why I think characters can be playable and assist trophies at least down the line.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think Sakurai cares. If he wants a character in the game, he'll put it in the game.
Yep. What was I gonna say?
If only it was actually that easy, because obviously if third parties third parties are involved, they obviously got to agree to that as well.
Also, this is the title screen theme.
Huh.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, is this the cart level where the camera angle changes?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is my second favorite cart level for that alone.
Yeah, this was really cool.
I don't know why, but the aesthetics of this level remind me of Donkey Kong Country Returns in particular.
Yeah, it kind of. It kind of looks like a level that'd be in the beach world or something.
Yeah.
I'm reminded of the title screen, I guess, in particular.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm sure. I guess to go back to the this level gives me anxiety.
Oh.
They go back to the idea of cut characters being like, I guess being like reorganized as assists. Yeah, I guess that could happen. I'm sure seeing like, I don't know, 22 of the 89 ultimate characters being reduced to like phantom assists would go over well with people though.
Yeah, nah.
Like,
I think
Mortal Kombat.
like for me, I've kind of just grown to accept that the next game's gonna get cut. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I've just grown numb to it at this point.
Cuts are acceptable if it's only the characters I hate.
Like, I'll definitely be sad to see like a lot of the cast go. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't think there's any way we can expect like all the guys to come back and get like a bunch of newcomers. There's just no way.
And now the big,
next
and now
Smash
the
game
big
will only have one newcomer. Roll back netcode.
God.
Keep your eyes open.
All right, Marth.
Keep your eyes
Oh,
open.
oops. Damn it.
Remember when Mark didn't speak English
Yes.
Yeah, right.
in the olden times?
I mean, it made sense because Fire Emblem wasn't localized yet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on the left.
I mean, they kept him speaking Japanese even after his first game's remake got localized, so I think that was just Nintendo not caring.
Yeah.
I think, but I think it was like before, you know. I think wasn't it also like before Yuri Lowenthal was established as his English VA?
Yeah.
It was before it was established, but I mean, they
Yuri
can...
Lowenfall's first time as Marth was codenamed Steam.
Yeah, and that came out after Smash. So yeah.
I mean, they could have just hired a new VA or dragged his old VA from the OVAs back, which is how we got Japanese Marth.
Mars?
Yes, but that guy.
Even though that was Gordon, but
Yeah, what's the person who voiced him in OVA was Spike Spencer from Evangelion, actually.
Okay, we're almost reaching up the 2-hour mark.
should we stop here?
And there's still like a lot of this world left, so I think we'll just stop after this level.
All right.
Fair enough. I was about to say, because I'm getting a little tired, even though I actually like this level.
Yeah. Also, Lockjaw Saga, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like I don't think I mentioned this before, but I do like that how like that I do like that for sub levels that have underwater sections, even though they are brief, you can hear the aquatic ambience leitmotif in them.
Yeah.
Because you could briefly hear it in this level.
I just like underwater versions of themes in general. I think the Banjo games do that really well.
Yeah, where all the instruments are softer, you could just hear harps.
Yeah. I want Cranky actually.
Yeah, Cranky's actually good for this level.
I think this level
Giddy
has...
should...
Yeah.
I think this level does have a secret exit where you have to have Cranky, where you have to use Cranky's cane to bounce on the spike boss to get to a secret exit.
Yeah.
I don't know, random comment of the day, number 37, but if Donkey Kong was keeping the red letters on the barrel, then I feel like Diddy should have gotten yellow and Cranky would get like white or something.
Maybe, yeah.
This is an important line of discussion. Let's see.
One last thing I can say about the game in today's session that I really like is that this is definitely like the case as well in like the other games, but I feel like it's more prevalent in Tropical Freeze where every level feels distinct. Like you're always like being introduced to new mechanics or like every level stands out in its own way, and it makes it very easy to just like get lost in the game and want to just keep playing because like you never know what you never quite know what's gonna show up next, and I really like that.
Yeah.
And like they still, it doesn't feel like incohesive either. Like it like this still feels like you're in the like the world from like the levels that we played earlier. It doesn't feel like disconnected. So Like the fact that like they managed to get this variety and still make it like cohesive is like extremely impressive.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh come on.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, that didn't. That,
What?
How did? Yeah, that didn't count.
Yeah,
What? Hello?
Yeah, that was jank. Like Cranky's usually supposed to be able to kill the sharks. The game just said no.
There's someone down there.
Yes, there is.
Bananas.
Banana.
Yeah, the only problem with
Oh gosh, what bananas.
yeah, the only problem
Cranky
with
can be a little bit. Cranky's hitbox could just be a little bit point.
yeah, well, Cranky's hitbox is kind of whack, but like, the other thing the other thing I was gonna say is that Cranky is very slow underwater, so like, that's another thing with picking him in stages like this. Yeah, it's like you either get movement or you get like offensive capabilities.
Because you're picking simians would be so hard. What was I gonna say? I think I was thinking of something for a potential 3D Smash Brothers. I guess one thing they could try and specialize in is like multi-tiered stages, which basically that's what most platform fighters do already, but I guess we don't see it often in like 3D spaces.
Yeah.
Like, Power Stone is one example. I can't think of many others. Even most arena fighters are usually like in flat swell arenas.
I would like to... Okay, yeah, that hitbox is kind of whack. I would like to see more gimmicks like the jungle hijinks from Smash 4.
Yeah.
Stage so great it couldn't even be character ultimate.
Yeah. I wonder...
Well, that's probably because of the stage morph mechanic.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I wonder if that's... Yeah, I assume that's the case. Like, I wonder, like, if there's ways they could have, like, made it work. But, like...
Disabled is the
They
background, I
probably-
guess, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably could have made it work.
Yeah, maybe,
I'd
like,
like-
somehow make it so you're forced on the foreground section when it changes. I don't know how
Yeah.
you do that, but...
Cause I mean, like, but like, imagine like if it did come, imagine if like that stage did come back, they'd obviously have to reprogram it to work with Steve's block placing mechanics. So like,
Yeah.
so yeah, like imagine like having the blocks in the background. But I think like, the gimmick is like they deteriorate much faster in the background compared to in the foreground. That's how I could
Right.
possibly see that working.
What the heck was that orange thing? A saw shark?
I don't know.
Yeah, look, I think that's what they were going for.
I feel bad because I hardly say anything in this whole world.
Well, as long as we're saying things, it's fine. You don't have to like force yourself to like constantly be talking. Like as long as we're like anyone's like having a decent like conversation, it doesn't matter.
Fine,
Maybe just don't
decent.
have much to say about Water Worlds.
Yeah.
As much as I like this level, can you break that pot?
No, it's just in the background.
Yeah.
Okay, because like again, I get kind of worried about some shit sometimes.
Yeah. Right.
We still have to do that secret exit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't linger in the water too long because of Cranky.
Well, yeah. But...
You're gonna have 999 banana coins by the end of this?
Yeah. Because again, like you really don't need to use the shops very often in this game.
Like Oscar and Hair's gonna blow literally every coin on the gotcha.
God. I don't
Like-
know. I kind of don't care.
like that definitely wasn't me during my first run of Forgotten Land.
Oh yeah.
I just blew all my money on the gotchas.
Yeah. Nangs. I think this is a secret exit up here.
Yeah, I think like it's yeah, there it is.
Yeah, you need to crank it to bounce on the right time.
Yeah, we'll do that on the second run through. Two more. I hope they're coming up soon because it feels like we're near the end. I actually don't know. Yeah. Something on the... oh, okay. Okay, there's...
Oh.
Okay, I sincerely hope the last one is in a secret, because otherwise I have no idea.
I like how you hit that from the right.
Yeah, right?
Phone so loud.
Yeah.
Ah, they canceled my ice cream. Sons of guns.
Oh no.
Well, this night is ruined.
Yeah, I'll get Squawks just in case. What is that line? Like, my
disappointment is emotion removal. My disappointment
and my day is ruined.
Yeah, my day is ruined.
Yeah.
Yep. Also they didn't fix Sunset Wilds. It still doesn't go into sunset. The entire DLC is
It's right here.
Oh, is it? Oh, god damn it.
Oh, right at the beginning.
Like, what was? Some of these platforms look suspicious, but like, oh god. Oh, that's fine.
Well, that is we found it.
Monkey. Okay, now I'll just get a secret. We had to play the level twice anyway, so it's not that bad. Speedrun stress, let's go.
Ah, yes, DuckTales. Right?
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I forgot DK could do that.
Oh yeah, the bouncing water thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they never remade DuckTales 2.
Yeah. I remember, like, I distinctly remember, like, Way Forward mentioning that they wanted to do that they wanted to do Chippendale Rescue Rangers next if given the opportunity.
Yeah, I just want DuckTales Remastered to be like released on like modern platforms.
Yeah.
I know it's like it's on Wii U and like all that stuff. What was the most modern platforms it's on? Is it on PS4?
I would presume so.
Up. I'm gonna check right now. Cause I know like it recently turns 10.
Oh Jesus.
Oh wait. Did it turn 10?
It's 10 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, feeling old.
It's on PS3. It's on PS3, Wii U, Windows, Xbox 360, Android,
One's dead.
iOS, and Windows Phone.
Okay. I wanna play that game on the Switch.
Yeah, same.
That'd be so good.
Barrel.
I hope so.
Well, let's see what the survey says.
Oh, please say there's one over here. Please. Is this one
Sorry,
over
Harry, but I never make promise. I never say. I never lie. It's not what I do.
I think this is one of those levels where you have to keep cranky for a while.
Yep.
Well, time to do the level again.
They gotta do it again.
Super jump cut. Unless we actually keep talking.